Jonathan Clark coming at you, the mind and body efficiency expert, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about what insights I can give in terms of helping you achieve your goals and be your very best today. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. Just got done bike riding a couple miles and running several miles on high intensity interval training. Doing that first thing in the morning supercharges your metabolism. It gives you the boost. It gives you the metabolic spike that you need to have your body burning like fat like a machine throughout the rest of the day. And so I make sure that I do that at least several times a week prior to doing anything else. But as I was at the gym, I was really thinking about what it is that allows us to be successful, what it is that makes the difference between a person who has been stressing, who has been working their hardest to make things happen and has not been successful, and what has made the difference between that person and the person who is working just a little bit harder, just a little bit differently, and seeing extraordinary success. What's the difference? Well, the first thing that you would notice if you looked at these people side by side is the way that they prioritize their time and their actions and activities. Did you know that the first 2 hours of your day are the most productive that you will ever be throughout the day? So what that means is that the things that you set aside in the morning to do, you will be your best at. You'll be the best at that you're going to be in that day. So what is your hardest task? What is your most challenging task? Make sure you do that first. Write it down. Engage and actually take advantage of that superpower that you have, because it will create results beyond your wildest dreams. That is a fact. That is something that, studies show this. And most people, when they get to work, they check their phone, they check their emails, they may, get something to eat. And those are the most productive hours of their day going to waste. So the first thing, insight number one, is prioritize, take advantage of the early morning hours. The second thing that I would suggest that people do is create a plan about 15 minutes before you go to bed in the evening, and review that plan for about 10 minutes when you first wake up. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. That will allow you to achieve a streamlined focus of those goals that you had already put in place. Make sure that they become part of your psyche, something that not just that you imagine, but something that you become, something that actually your ego identifies with as part of who you are and your personality. Make sure that you review these tasks again and again and again. And I want to correct that, because they're not tasks, but they are goal-directed projects with objectives and task-oriented actions to achieve that goal. So just because I say task, I'm not referring to the traditional task. I'm not referring to the traditional to-do list as most people seem to do. And they got 1,000 to-do lists written down, and very rarely do we get them all done, and very rarely do they actually work, and because most people actually use it to beat themselves up on the ones that they don't get accomplished. But the rare few, the top 5%, the top 1%, are not focusing on the task, not focusing on the action, but focusing on the goal. And once they focus on the